Imagine for a second that you had the power to know exactly what women like and desire most. How would you use that power? You'd probably be more confused and surprised than you imagine. But of course, if you managed to understand those deep desires, you could connect with them in a unique and powerful way. I can tell you that if you could read women's minds, you'd realize that, for example, 80% of what they deeply desire in their hearts, they would never tell or ask a man. That knowledge could make you feel insecure and overwhelmed. However, if you uncover these hidden desires, you could offer them exactly what they're looking for. And that's why in this Supreme video, I am going to reveal 7 things that women love the most but will never ask for. I guarantee that the 6th thing will surprise you. Stay with me until the end of the video to find out what it is. Without further ado, Supreme, let's begin. The first thing women desire in a man is unpredictability. A truly seductive and passionate man is one who knows how to awaken strong and intense emotions in a woman. But do you know what the opposite of a passionate man is? A monotonous and stagnant man, who always does the same thing. That boring, predictable man who never surprises. He always says the same things and takes a woman to the same places. To be a man who awakens passion and drives a woman crazy, you need to break out of the monotonous routine. Do things she can't predict. If you become predictable, she will quickly lose interest. And although she will never tell you directly, you will notice it in her actions. She will ignore you, leave you waiting, and you'll feel her interest fade. Sometimes, a woman simply disappears without explanation. If she doesn't respond or has disappeared, it's because she's not interested. If she liked you, she would show it and seek you out. She wouldn't keep playing too proud. Don't keep sending messages when she doesn't respond. You will only push her away more. Send a message, and if she doesn't respond, move on. The second thing women desire is a man who knows how to listen. Learn to listen. It's no secret that women like to talk. Since they were little girls, they learned to express their feelings verbally, something that comes naturally to them. The problem is that most men don't take the time to actively listen to what a woman is saying. Have you ever wondered what you could discover if you really paid attention to what she says? Here's the big secret. The more you listen to what a woman has to say and pay attention to her words, the more she will project good and positive feelings onto you. This makes her feel more attracted to you. Most men only engage in passive listening, and that's where the problem lies. Let me explain the difference between active and passive listening. Most people pretend to listen without really paying attention. That's passive listening. Active listening, on the other hand, involves really focusing on what the woman is saying, asking questions, maintaining eye contact, and showing agreement. This has immense power, and believe me, the more you learn to listen, the more control you will have over the situation. Put this simple habit into practice, and you will be amazed by the results. The third thing women desire is a man who is not overly respectful. Yes, you heard right. The big mistake many men make is treating a woman they are interested in the same way they treat their sisters or mothers. We've been taught to respect women, to open car doors for them, to give them flowers. But what happens when being too respectful can push them away? Romantic movies paint a picture of an almost submissive man. And yes, there's some truth to that. However, if you really want to seduce and conquer a woman, you need to know how to play with her emotions. Be bolder and show through actions what you really want. This doesn't mean being disrespectful or rude, but not being overly accommodating, which people often call a doormat. Don't put women on a pedestal. That's the trap of the nice guy who never gets the girl. You need to be bold. Every woman has her angelic and princess side, as well as her darker and bolder side. Learn to nurture both sides at the right moment. Joke with her, touch her playfully, and you will be more than just a friend. The fourth thing is to dress better. Imagine you meet a top-tier woman. She takes care of herself, fixes her hair and nails, invests in her appearance, buys makeup, tans, takes care of her body, works, studies, and has God in her life. She does everything a high-value woman does. And when she arranges a date, the man shows up in a football jersey, shorts, and flip-flops. Be honest, do you think she will be attracted to this man? Of course not. Learn to dress well. Investing in your appearance is like a boost for seduction. Dressing well isn't about buying expensive clothes or specific brands. With this simple habit, you will eliminate most of the competition. The fifth thing is to have control. Do you know one of the biggest fantasies of women? A man who has control. Feminine women love it when their man shows confidence and takes the lead. Next time you go out with a girl, don't act like you're with your mom. For example, when you enter a restaurant, choose where to sit. Say something like, "Let's try here," while pointing to the spot. Believe me, women are attracted to a man who takes control of the situation. Unfortunately, many men do the opposite. They let women completely dominate their lives, from deciding what to do, where to go, what to eat, and what to buy. They practically become their partner's children. Don't make this mistake. Once a woman sees you as a powerless man who can't make decisions or protect her, it will be hard to change that impression. Maintain control and show that you are a capable and decisive man. The sixth thing is to enjoy giving your partner pleasure. If there's something many women would like to ask men, it's this. It's not just about a few minutes of oral sex before intercourse, but doing it with dedication and without rushing, focusing solely on her satisfaction. Many women complain that their partners do it out of obligation, but a man who does it with pleasure and without worrying about time guarantees maximum pleasure for her. Take advantage of this skill as if there were no tomorrow. I guarantee she will like it a lot and feel much more passionate about you. So, let me ask you, are you someone who feels uncomfortable with this, or are you a real man who enjoys giving his partner pleasure? Reflect on it and act accordingly. The seventh thing you should do is tell her no. Women test men all the time to make sure they are with the right man. Some of these tests involve asking for absurd things just to see how far a man's limits go. Many men end up doing everything they want and become what is known as a pushover. You might think women like it when men do everything they want, but that's very wrong. Women like men to please them, but they like even more a man who knows how to set boundaries and say no. Pay close attention to this. Women lose interest in you when they realize that your world revolves around them. Just like a diamond, what distinguishes a diamond from any other stone is that it is rare and precious. Scarcity creates desire. A diamond, like anything scarce, is more attractive than something always available. When something is always available, you don't feel that strong desire for it. You need to be the same. You need to put yourself first in your life. Learn to say no to people, especially women. Focus on yourself and prioritize your goals. It's perfectly acceptable to help others, talk to women, or do favors, but as soon as you start neglecting your own needs to attend to others, you become a low-value man. Like those men who comment on women's photos with things like "beautiful." You need to differentiate yourself from other men. Be a diamond, be scarce and rare. Learn to say no to certain requests. Women will start to see you as a high-value man. Once you put them second, they will start to feel more attracted to you because you will be scarce, unlike other men. Did you already know these secrets about women? Tell me your experience in the comments. And before you go, I want to invite you to watch the next video, where you will learn how to attract the unattainable girl. Join this exclusive group and be part of the evolution. If this content has been useful to you, show it with a like and subscribe. See you soon, Supreme.